A day after Governor Quinn proposed cutting $400 million from an already underfunded state educational system, local school districts are now speaking out. ABC News Channel 20's Kimberly Howard is live in studio with more for us tonight. Kim?
Vince, these cuts mean teachers could lose their jobs, sporting and arts programs could be cut, and in many cases, schools closed.
We have schools throughout Illinois that are laying off teachers. They're increasing class sizes. They're eliminating extracurricular opportunities for their students.
And closing schools.
We're looking at an additional shortfall of $750,000 again next year. That's on top of the $1 million that we lost for fiscal year 13.
The superintendent for Taylorville Schools says they knew it was coming, which is why South Elementary School will close its doors at the end of the school year.
We had 6 elementary buildings, and now we will be into 3 elementary buildings.
Taylorville isn't alone in this budget battle. The state is supposed to provide districts with more than $6,000 per student each year. It's a promise it's never kept, providing 95% of that amount 2 years ago, 89% last year, and if the governor's proposal goes through, 82% for 2014.
The board is advocating with members of the General Assembly and is working with the governor to try and ensure that we can get additional funds for education.
After the ball dropped in January, the State Board of Education pleaded with lawmakers for an additional $874 million to get everything back up to par. The news that they could now receive $400 million less is devastating.
And we're going to see a number of districts that are draining the reserves just to try and keep the lights turned on.
Superintendent Dr. Greg Firstenow says the worst part is local educators are left picking up the pieces state lawmakers have scattered on the floor.
Had we received adequate state funding, we would have balanced budgets. The Taylorville School District just cannot absorb that type of loss of revenue from the state of Illinois.
But it's not all cuts when it comes to education. In yesterday's proposal, Governor Quinn vowed to preserve things like childhood education and college scholarships. Vince?
Thank you, Kimberly, for a complete breakdown of the State Board of Education's budget request compared to the governor's budget proposal. Just log on to our website at WICS.com and click on Web Watch.